Eleanor stands on the shoreline, holding an ancient map that guides them to a remote island. Victor Caro, a notorious treasure hunter, joins Eleanor, eyeing the map with keen interest. Both board a small boat and set sail, tension palpable between them. The boat makes its way toward the island, with Eleanor and Victor in silent resolve. As they land on the island, the dense forest looms ahead. Victor leads the way, pushing through thick foliage with determined steps. Eleanor follows, her eyes scanning the surroundings for hidden traps. Fog cascades over the cliffs, making every step treacherous. Victor and Eleanor reach a cliffside and peer over the edge. They spot an entrance to a hidden cave below, concealed by rock and mist. They carefully descend the cliff, hearts pounding with anticipation. Inside the cave, they discover ancient carvings on the walls. A shadowy figure emerges from the darkness, a guardian of the cave. "To pass, you must solve my riddle," the guardian intones. Victor steps forward, but Eleanor stops him, noticing something familiar. The guardian presents the riddle. "I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I?" Eleanor recalls her historical knowledge, knowing the answer. "An echo," she declares confidently. The guardian nods and steps aside, revealing a key fragment. Victor snatches the fragment eagerly, his eyes gleaming with greed. They leave the cave, the next part of their journey revealed. Through dense forest, they reach a path leading to a hidden temple. The temple, ancient and looming, exudes an aura of forbidden power. Eleanor feels a strange energy as they approach the temple steps. Suddenly, Victor's impatience gets the best of him. He lunges forward, pushing Eleanor aside to reach the temple first. Inside the temple, a glowing seal lies at the center of the room. Victor rushes toward the seal, eager to claim its power. Eleanor realizes the grave danger and rushes to stop him. "Victor, don't touch it. It's too powerful," Eleanor warns. Victor ignores her and reaches for the seal, triggering a magical surge. The temple trembles as the seal starts to break, releasing dark energy. Eleanor sees the world on the brink of chaos and understands what she must do. She steps between Victor and the seal, ready to make the ultimate sacrifice. Her bravery shines as she touches the seal, channeling its energy. Victor watches in disbelief as Eleanor restores the magical seal. The dark energy recedes, the temple calming down. Eleanor collapses, exhausted but alive, having saved the world. Victor, stunned and finally reflecting, helps Eleanor regain her strength. They leave the temple together, Eleanor's heroism marking the end of their journey. Following the map, Eleanor and Victor reached a hidden temple deep within the forest. Its entrance was blocked by a massive stone door inscribed with more carvings. Eleanor examined the carvings and realized they depicted the history of the key. It was created by an ancient civilization to seal away a powerful force that could bring chaos to the world. The fragments were scattered to ensure no one could misuse its power. As they deciphered the carvings, Victor's impatience grew. "Enough history lessons," he snapped. "How do we open this door?" Eleanor hesitated. "If the legends are true, what's behind this door might be dangerous. We need to be careful," Victor scoffed. "Dangerous or valuable, either way it's worth the risk." Using the 2 fragments they had collected, they unlocked the door. Inside, the air was thick with an ancient energy, and the faint sound of whispers echoed through the chamber. At the center of the room was the final fragment of the key, suspended in a beam of light. Surrounding it were more carvings, warning of the consequences of assembling the key. Chapter 10. Eleanor Whitaker arrives at the mysterious Windmere Hall, shrouded in mist and whispers. The ancient manor stands tall, its looming presence sending shivers down her spine. She clutches an old letter hinting at a secret hidden within the manor's walls. As she steps inside, the air grows colder, and shadows flicker ominously. Eleanor explores the vast halls, her eyes scanning for clues. In the library, she discovers a hidden compartment beneath a dusty bookshelf. Inside, she finds an ancient map and a fragment of a key, tied to the legend of a vanishing key. Her heart races as she pieces together the mystery, her excitement palpable. Suddenly, a figure steps out from the shadows. Victor Caro, a well-known treasure hunter. Victor's mischievous grin reveals his less than noble intentions. Reluctantly, Eleanor agrees to work with Victor in hopes of solving the mystery. They set off on a perilous journey to a remote island, guided by the ancient map. As they near the island, dark storm clouds gather, hinting at the dangers ahead. Stepping onto the island, they are greeted by an eerie silence, broken only by the crashing waves. The terrain is rough and unforgiving, challenging their strength and resolve. They venture deeper into the island, the map leading them through dense forests and rocky paths. As night falls, they light a campfire, the flickering flames casting long shadows. Around the fire, Victor reveals his true nature, his greed for the treasure. Eleanor's caution grows, but she knows she must press on for the greater good. At dawn, they resume their quest, drawn towards a hidden cave marked on the map. Entering the cave, they find ancient runes glowing faintly on the walls. Suddenly, a shadowy guardian emerges, a titan that blocks their path. The guardian's eyes blaze with ethereal light, challenging their courage. Victor, driven by greed, attempts to overpower the guardian. Eleanor senses the guardian's power. Realizing brute force will fail, she steps forward, presenting the key fragment and speaking the ancient words. The guardian halts, recognizing her intention and granting them passage. Beyond the guardian, they find the Chamber of Legends, glowing with mystical light. In the center, the final piece of the key rests on a pedestal. Victor's eyes gleam with greed as he reaches for the key. Eleanor warns him of the ancient curse, but he ignores her. Victor's touch triggers the curse, darkness spreading rapidly. Eleanor, determined to save the world, grabs the key and begins the sealing ritual. The chamber shakes violently as powerful magic surges around them. Victor pleads for help, but Eleanor knows her duty. With a final incantation, she sacrifices herself to complete the seal. The darkness vanishes, and the island grows still. Victor, alone and remorseful, leaves the island with a heavy heart. Back at Windmere Hall, Eleanor's bravery is remembered through tales and whispers. The legend of the Vanishing Key and her sacrifice slowly fades into a ghost story. The final reckoning. Eleanor and Victor stood in the surreal landscape, the completed key glowing in Victor's hand like a shard of molten metal. Around them, the whispers had grown into a deafening roar, words in an ancient, incomprehensible language echoing from every direction. "What have you done?" Eleanor shouted over the cacophony, her voice filled with both fear and anger. Victor looked around, his confidence faltering. I didn't know this would happen." The ground beneath them trembled, and a colossal figure began to emerge from the swirling chaos, a shadowy titan with piercing eyes that seemed to see through their very souls. "You who dared to awaken me," the entity intoned, its voice reverberating like 1,000 thunderclaps. "Do you seek power, or have you come to seal me once more?" Eleanor stepped forward, her hands raised in a gesture of supplication. "We mean no harm. This was a mistake." Victor, clutching the key tightly, interrupted. "You are the guardian of immense power, aren't you? I demand to wield it."